Delaware's transit service, moving forward.
Tonight, a mother is accused of starving her young son. Plus, a Dover movie theater will close its curtains for the final time, and a local brew pub has been named the best in the nation. Those stories and much more tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to this DETV News Brief. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Making headlines today, a 30-year-old Ellesmere woman is behind bars as she's accused of starving her 4-year-old son to death. Police say the woman, Mercedes Ferguson, called 911 while performing CPR on the boy back in August of 2023. Aid was provided to the boy by first responders, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. An autopsy later ruled that his death through homicide was starvation. Warrants were issued for Ferguson last week. She was taken into custody on Monday and was being held after failing to pay $1 million cash bail. And a former Milford School District employee is wanted by police after a threatening letter he dropped off at district offices caused schools to close. On Thursday afternoon, an agitated Thomas Caffrey dropped off a letter which warned that a district employee was done. The letter read, quote, "If my husband gets upset, there are not enough police or National Guard to stop him," end quote. The district was placed on heightened awareness Thursday and closed on Friday when police were unable to locate him. A warrant on 4 counts of harassment was issued for Caffrey. Anyone with information is asked to contact Milford Police. And the owner of a Dover gymnastics and cheer gym has been charged with having a sexual relationship with the 17-year-old athlete and employee of the center. 31-year-old Thomas Keaton, owner of Legends Elite, is charged with 5 counts of sexual abuse of a child by a person of trust, rape, sexual solicitation of a child, and unlawful sexual contact. According to police, Keaton had a relationship with the then 17-year-old in early 2023. The police department's criminal investigations unit was contacted about the relationship last month. That's according to a Dover police press release. Keaton surrendered to police on Monday. He remained at Sussex Correctional Institution Tuesday after failing to pay $121,000 cash bail. Turning to other news, a 66-year-old Pennsylvania man died Monday night after losing control of his SUV while driving around a curve near Middletown. According to police, the man, who has not yet been identified, was driving east on Boyd's Corner Road near Ratledge Road around 9 p.m. when he lost control of the car. Police say he crossed onto the west lane and hit a utility pole support wire. The car continued into the corner of a house. No one was home at the time. The man was declared dead at the scene of that accident. And a former administrator of Wilmington's Tower Hill School failed to convince presiding judge Paul R. Wallace to reduce his sentence for child porn charges. William Ushler pled guilty into 2021, 1 count of dealing child pornography and 4 counts of sexual solicitation of a child. He was sentenced to 9 years in prison. In February, he requested that Judge Wallace reduce his sentence, claiming that his sentence was unfair and based on untrue statements by prosecutors. Wallace's decision became public just last week. And a nationwide shutdown of cinemas by AMC and other companies will include the 14-screen AMC theater in the Dover Mall. It's set to cease operations on March 17th. The Dover Mall has had a theater since opening in the early 1980s. AMC bought the theater in 2016 and expanded from 6 to 14 screens. Competition from Milford and Middletown was one of the challenges faced by the movies in recent years. The entire theater industry has changed in recent years with COVID-19 shutdowns and, of course, the rise of streaming services allowing people to watch newly released films right at their home. Along with Dover, AMC has closed multiple theaters in recent years. And Dewey Beer Company has clinched the title for the best brew pub in the nation. That's according to the USA Today 10 Readers Best Choice Awards. Following closely on the heels of Middletown's First State Brewing Company's triumph as the best new brewery in the country less than a year ago, Dewey Beer Company's latest accolade marks Delaware's second significant win in the brewing world within just 7 months. The award was determined by a combination of reader voting and an expert panel, and it recognizes Dewey Beer Company's commitment to crafting top-notch brews since its inception back in 2015. To commemorate their achievement, Dewey Beer Company is set to throw a 2-day celebration that's going to be March 21st and 22nd. Not resting on their laurels, Dewey Beer Company expanded its footprint with the opening of a second location in Harbison, Delaware in 2022, focusing on production for nationwide distribution. The brewery also recently announced the launch of a third outpost. That one's out in Denver, Colorado. Congratulations to them. And that's going to do it for this DETV News Brief. Make sure you follow us across your favorite social media platforms, and for news anytime, head to our website. That's detvch.com. With tonight's news, I'm Matt Ford. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night.